Should we run to buy the PlayStation 4 or stick with our existing PS3 devices? This video will take you to your conclusion in PlayStation 4 versus PlayStation 3. Let's start off with the PlayStation 3 device. The PlayStation 3 is a powerful gaming console and media streaming device. The main purpose of the PlayStation 3 was to eliminate existing living room devices because the PlayStation 3 is all-in-one. You can surf the web, stream movies, watch DVDs, play games, listen to music, and more. The PlayStation 3 was truly the first Xbox One. No jokes intended. Now let's take an in-depth look at the legendary PlayStation 3. The PS3 featured a detachable HDD hard drive, a Blu-ray CD drive, a fantastic GPU, Bluetooth, Wi-Fi, and more. The PS3 ran on a cell processor clocked at 3.2 GHz. This processor is the most powerful chip in a gaming console on the market. There was a problem though. Developers had to spend extra time to produce games to actually use this feature. This was a task that most developers did not do because it was kind of hard to them. As a result, the Xbox 360 became the most powerful than the PlayStation 3. Along the way, the PlayStation 3 ran into another problem. It only ran on 256 megabytes of RAM, which in today's standards is very small. As a result, the PlayStation 3 could not perform tasks properly like viewing the updated PlayStation Store or using Remote Play with Vita. But these small problems are nothing compared to the great things that the PlayStation 3 did right. The PlayStation 4 system was designed from the ground up to ensure that game creators can unleash their imaginations and to develop the very best games. Unlike the PlayStation 3, PlayStation 4 features ultra-fast processors that is easy for developers to use. The PlayStation 4 system also has the ability to learn about your preferences. It will learn things like your likes and your dislikes, allowing you to discover content preloaded and ready to go on your console without any loading screens. The PlayStation 4 will also work alongside with the PlayStation Vita system so that you can play your games on the go wherever you are. So far, there is nothing to complain about the system, and so far, it's just perfect. Now on to the fun part, the actual comparison of the PlayStation 4 and the PlayStation 3. Let's face it, for the next 8 years, this is what we're going to be looking at, and honestly, Sony did a great job in the architecture of the PlayStation 4 device. It's extremely beautiful. As you can see here, compared to the fat PlayStation, it's extremely slim. It's about the same thickness of the PlayStation 3 Slim, and it's one beautiful piece of art. Now on to the controller part of the video, starting off with PlayStation 3's revolutionizing DualShock 3 controller. This was one of the first wireless controllers that ran on lithium battery, which means you can charge it by wire once and use it for the entire week. Its design is pretty much the same as the PlayStation 2 controller's DualShock 2 controller. Still uses the X, square, triangle, circle, conventional buttons. Those buttons were actually pressure sensitive, which means for games like God of War, which asks you to hit the buttons harder, it can tell. It also has an accelerometer into the PlayStation 3 controller so that it can tell the rotations that you've given it. The device ran on Bluetooth, which means you can go to a completely different room and still be using the device, unlike the Xbox 360, which starts to lose connection as you move to different rooms. And that was pretty much all the features the controller had. Now the DualShock 4 controller for the PlayStation 4 is feature packed. As you can see, it still kept that design, but now you can see a pad in the middle, which is a touchpad, which allows you to scroll the UI with your finger. It also has a click mechanism, just like your mouse has a left click. They've also included a share button, which allows you to take video screening of the game and send it directly to your PlayStation user, which now eliminates capture cards indefinitely. There's also a built-in mono speaker, kind of like how the Wiimote had, a vibration for all 4 sides of the controller, and an awesome light bar, which does some pretty cool things. With the addition of the PlayStation Eye, Your controller turns into a tracking point with the light bar so that your PlayStation 4 can distinctively know who's who and where you are. As you can see on the footage here, the PlayStation 4 can tell exactly where you are standing or sitting. Now on to features. We all know the PlayStation 3 features already, and the PlayStation 4 can pretty much do all of them. So this is pretty much all the PlayStation 4 features that you'll be missing if you don't get the PlayStation 4. Number 1, Remote Play. Remote Play allows the person with PlayStation Vita to fully unlock your system, allowing you to play your PlayStation 4 titles anywhere on the go. Number 2, PlayStation App. The PlayStation app will allow iPhone, iPad, and Android-based smartphones and tablets to become second screens for the PlayStation 4. Number 3, Play as you download. Increase your playtime with the ability to play games while they're actually downloading. And lastly, curated content. The PlayStation 4 will automatically learn your likes and dislikes and pre-download or preload games automatically on your PlayStation 4 without your consent. In conclusion, the PlayStation 4 is a big upgrade from the PlayStation 3 device. It is feature-packed and is an amazing piece of art. But do I think you should go buy the system and pre-order it now? The PlayStation 3's time is not up, so if you still have the PlayStation 3, you can hold out until next year. But if you haven't got a PlayStation 3 yet, and you don't pre-order the PlayStation 4, I recommend pre-ordering the PlayStation 4. This is Nicholas Marsling, signing out.